His legacy is he's going to be
the most corrupt president ever in the history
the
of this
most
country.
reviled American who ever lived.
Yeah. Not just president.
No, American.
Yeah.
Like, is there one that will be remembered worse?
John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, who's the second?
I don't think so.
In that
Do you think
list?
Gacy is going to be below?
If you look at the favorability ratings in 20 years, Trump will be lower than Gacy. Because Trump destroyed so many more lives than Gacy.
Yeah.
What's Casey's body count? 60?
Yeah, something maybe. Not even that much.
I mean, Trump blows up that many in a boat on the weekend.
That's right.
That's what he's doing.
I heard that they've killed 100 people.
Over 100.
Over 100.
Everything's so hard to keep track of.
Well,
that's why shows like Have I Got News for You exists.
That's right.
Oh, right to camera.
I did it on purpose. It's Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast extension of the Have I Got News for You cinematic universe. I'm Michael Ian Black. Jim Biederman's here. Jodi Lennon is here. How was your blizzard, Jodi?
My blizzard was wonderful. I was just walking
Was a non-blizzard.
over to the office.
Okay.
Over here from the sidewalk.
Oh.
Like I do.
I think it's so nice, Jodi, that you're just one of the people. Like you'll walk on the sidewalk. You don't care.
I like to say,
with the hoi polloi.
How am I doing? I yell that to people across the road.
You're like Ed Koch? You're like Ed Koch.
I've taken it back. But I was walking here on the sidewalk to the office, and the trees, they're just spectacular. They're holding so much snow, and it looks like they're covered in cotton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Broadway, and the block on the other side of Broadway, one of the trees collapsed, so the street was shut down.
There's a lot,
crashed
a
a car.
Of trees,
crunched a car in the roof.
Oh yeah.
Because they shouldn't be surrounded by cement, right? Like trees in the city are built into the sidewalk.
That's right.
Don't get me started on this, but I'm glad we're talking
the
about
weight
it.
of the snow, Dr. Dover?
I know, but it's also because their roots are just mostly covered up. They're not. I don't think they're the sturdiest of trees.
It's a great question for an arborist, and which is why I'm so glad we have an arborist joining us today.
As our guest. Yeah.
Or maybe we could get an arborist to chime in the comments.
Yeah.
This is the stupidest podcast I've ever heard.
Did you cook anything fun? I heard you chopping when we were talking on the phone yesterday. I must admit.
Jim?
I made burritos, which I freeze from the New York Times recipe, which is
what kind of burritos?
It's a meat-based burrito.
Oh, it's a meat burrito. Delicious. Meat-based burrito. Like, who answers a question like that? Yesterday, I opened up the Joy of Cooking cookbook because I thought for this recipe, I'm going to the source.
Old school.
Mm-hmm.
I made oatmeal raisin cookies, meat-based.
As we all know from the show this past Saturday, the Supreme Court ruled against Trump's tariffs. He immediately, took it, in stride, was calm about it, didn't really have any over-the-top reactions. Right. And he said, okay, let's work this. Well, let's negotiate. I understand what I did was completely fucking unconstitutional and illegal. However, there's a couple codes I can do to reinstate some of those tariffs.
A defiant President Trump is pressing ahead with a new round of tariffs today after really a devastating ruling from the Supreme Court that determined his sweeping emergency trade duties are illegal. This morning, the president announcing on social media that he's raising worldwide tariffs to 15% after signing a 10% global tariff order late Friday.
He went on a Truth Social rant that Friday night.
What?
Yeah.
So unlike him.
He's like, I can do whatever I want. Like, there was a all caps situation after the weird display on Friday.
It's his all caps. That's common though, right? That's what isn't that his? It's a fairly typical style for him.
Yeah, but I think he was picking and choosing. He wasn't all caps all the way through.
Oh, so
it was like, I can do what I want.
He was
this
so
is
heated
legal.
that there were times where he was hitting caps lock and times where he was taking off caps lock. Mm-hmm. That's heated, Trump. That is very heated.
Do we think he does those?
I was thinking the same.
He writes those things? I have a feeling he doesn't do any of
I
it.
think it's a combination. I don't know that he actually types any of them.
He dictates.
I think he dictates a lot of them.
Well,
Which would explain a lot of the...
The weirdness.
but he says that that they're all
Because,
him.
if he was writing it, it wouldn't be weird at all.
Because after the Obama, the incredibly that racist tweet that went out, that he said
the video.
The
it was.
video.
He claimed it was an accident, that he gives it to his social person and
Right.
says, "Oh, put this up. It's good. It's about voting."
Right.
And then didn't Caroline Leavitt say,
Yes.
"Oh, everything that he tweets
Is from him.
him."
That's right.
So it's fair to be confused.
Yes, because they lie all the time. So it's impossible to know what's true and what's not.
There was a lot of attempts, as you can imagine, to defend him from his own ranks. But, even the clear-headed and rational CNN opinionator, Scott Jennings, for some reason, he felt the need to defend.
This is a properly functioning government today. The President of the United States, the head of the executive branch, made a policy decision. The Supreme Court, that renders legal opinions about these kinds of decisions, made a decision. They said you can't do that.
Wait, Scott, the president made a decision that was completely illegal.
That's right.
That's the part he forgot to say. And they came back and said, it's completely illegal. They didn't come back and say, you can't do that.
Right. They said it's illegal.
Yeah.
But, well, the Supreme Court, in saying you can't do that, they're saying because it's completely illegal.
Exactly.
That's right.
The President of the United States said, okay, I agree, and I will acknowledge your decision. I am going to use a different statute to try to do what I want to do. This is properly functioning government.
That was a very charitable explanation of what took place today, Scott. You should be paid a lot of money from the Trump administration for helping to...
Oh, no, I get paid a lot of money here.
Well, I know you
just
do,
to be clear.
and in other places too, but you should be paid by the Trump administration for what you said, because the reality is that the president didn't just accept the ruling like you said he did.
Yes, he did.
He got up
He
there.
acknowledged it and accepted
He
it.
got up there in the press conference today, and he attacked the U.S. Supreme Court justices. He said that they should be embarrassed for their families for making a decision that stood up to him. He attacked them and said they were disloyal and unpatriotic.
That's basically the same thing as saying I agree.
It's very, very similar. And I think for this guy to point it out as if it's something different is unfair.
Very unfair.
I
And
think Scott-
he's splitting hairs at this point.
Scott, if we can call him Scott.
Well, he's our coworker.
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Mr. Jennings.
I mean, he
from-
does make a lot more money than us.
I've only heard that he's loved and respected within the CNN halls.
I have heard similar.
I don't think we brought this up, but when Donald Trump made that statement on Friday, what was the deal with the lighting in that room? Oh, I guess we talked about
We
it.
did talk about it a little bit on the
America-
show, American
Amber
Idol.
said
American Idol.
American
Yeah,
Idol.
American Idol.
But why do we think that was?
I told you my
happened?
theory,
Well,
right?
Did you tell the world your theory? Because this is your
No,
chance.
Jody and I were talking about.
You said-
Now I
You
can do
thought
it.
there was something happening?
I thought there was some other event that they had lit for, and then this hit the fan, so they just went over to the press.
Oh, maybe.
Because he was in the governor's breakfast.
Right.
And then things didn't go his way, and then he was mad, and then he had to make a statement, which clearly it was
I
a
love
written
that at
statement.
the governor's breakfast, he was, these fucking judges, quote.
Right. Well, he made a statement. With that statement expresses everything.
I mean, it's exactly what Scott Jennings says.
My theory was he was using one of the Kennedy Center lighting people
Because they're unemployed.
because they're not working anymore.
Get him. He needs the money. Bring him in.
It's like way more theatrical than any lighting we've ever seen.
Right.
So he's just like, bring that guy in.
I hope the
and I
next
assume it's a
time
guy. Why?
he has the opportunity to get in the press briefing room, the lighting's the same, but then they add a smoke machine.
Oh, and
Haze,
a gobo.
haze.
You know how much
haze.
I love a gobo?
Oh,
A
love a
gobo,
gobo.
yeah, and it slowly turns.
Yeah.
Like, so
Or-
it's the presidential seal that slowly. That's great.
That's a
That's a
good
great
idea.
idea. Did you see the footage of him walking away down the hall to the locked door?
Yeah. He's not well. He's not well physically.
No.
He's not well mentally.
No.
Spiritually, however,
Yes.
he's shining.
Here we go.
Well, I see his aura, and it's beautiful.
What color is it?
It's every color.
It turns out,
It-
oddly enough, blue.
Oh. So we were just seeing his aura.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
no
the
light.
lighting was the same as it always
yeah,
is.
Yeah, there's no
that was
lighting. There was no special effects. That's just
My
fucking.
understanding is there's not even electricity in that room.
It's a
Wow.
it's a dump. Didn't he describe it as a dump at one
He
point?
did describe the briefing room as a dump at one point.
Hey, but they approved the East Wing plans, right?
Yeah, thankfully his commission
his
of
commission of friends and and historic. No, not historians.
What are the odds that thing gets built?
I'm betting it's not. It'll get like partially constructed, and then he'll leave.
That's what
and then
I'm
they'll
thinking.
just tear it back down again.
What do you think? Do you think it'll be finished by the end of his term?
Yes. I think
It'll
so.
have to be, right?
Yeah.
No,
'Cause-
why does it have to be?
Because he knows if it's not, it'll never get finished.
I bet it's like finished this weekend.
I-
Who knows what's happening? It could be working around the clock.
The last picture I saw, they have a big crane, which is just fucking great. It's like, wow. He must be in heaven every time he wakes up and goes, yes, that's what I know. Right.
Yeah, he surrounded himself. Like everybody says, never live in construction. Like try not to
Yeah, it's
renovate.
bad for you.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He likes
Yeah.
the construction.
Yeah.
He likes the sound of hammering,
Yeah.
jackhammers.
On a warm Washingtonian night, you can see him rummaging through the rubble, completely naked,
but with a hard hat on.
burrowing
He likes a hard hat.
like a dog sniffing for
Corpses.
Yeah, a corpse dog. But I was thinking about the other day, like this whole idea that he's working on his legacy, which I fucking love.
Right.
The idea that he's like,
What am I going to be remembered for? This ballroom.
who am I?
Yeah.
What does my presidency mean? I love this country, so I want my legacy to. Nah, he doesn't give a fuck. He's got $5 billion waiting for him somewhere in fucking offshore accounts. He doesn't care. So you know what? I don't know. I started the West Wing, the East Wing. They didn't do it. They didn't finish it.
What is his legacy? Is he's going to be
The most corrupt president ever in the
the
history of this
most
country.
reviled American who ever lived?
Yeah, not just president.
No, American.
Yeah.
Like, is there one that will be remembered worse?
John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, who's the second? Who's
I don't
the second
think so.
in that
Do you
list?
think Gacy is going to be below?
If you look at the favorability ratings in 20 years, Trump will be lower than Gacy. Because Trump destroyed so many more lives than Gacy.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Casey's body count?
Yeah,
60?
Yeah, something maybe. Not even that much.
I mean, Trump blows up that many in a boat on the weekend.
That's right.
That's what he's doing.
I heard a weird that they've killed 100 people.
Over 100.
Over 100.
Everything's so hard to keep track of.
Well,
That's why shows like Have I Got News for You exists.
That's right.
Oh, right to camera.
I did it on purpose. Like I did a Jennings.
So Scott Jennings wasn't the only rational, honest person kind of saying, look to the table going, hey, Trump did what he got. He heard it loud and clear.
South Korea, the EU bloc, they're both holding emergency meetings to try to figure out what's going on. They have trade deals with the U.S. What's going to happen to those trade deals? Are they in jeopardy?
The deals were not premised on whether or not the emergency tariff litigation would rise or fall. They weren't premised on that. So we're having active conversations with them. We want them to understand that these deals are going to be good deals. We expect to stand by them. We expect our partners to stand by them. And I haven't heard anyone yet come to me and say the deal's off. They want to see how this plays out. I'm in active conversation with them on it.
When he said that he's instituting a 15% global tariff. Global to me means everybody.
Right.
So doesn't that include the countries that we have these trade agreements with?
Right.
So why would he be saying, yeah, we're working on it's going to be fine?
Well, the funny thing is that they're now in a position of really trying to make it like that the countries that are paying, that we have a tariff on, it was all part of a deal. We've all agreed it wasn't just some fucking game of I'd hate to see what happens to your country if you don't pay me up.
Right, because he's tariffed countries if he doesn't like their tone.
Right. Or even
Like he'll be like
the way they look at him.
Right.
Or
I
they
was on
write-
the
they write a
phone and I
tweet
didn't
that he
like
doesn't like.
her tone or her
Yes.
voice, and so
That was literally what he did. It
Yeah.
was Sweden, right?
or
It was one of those blonde countries.
yes.
Somebody has a female prime minister. He was on the phone. He didn't like it. He raised the tariff because he didn't like her. Literally, didn't like her tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Supreme Court correctly said, yeah, you can't do that.
No.
But these guys are now trying to paint it like we had a deal. And so they're not going to. I haven't spoken to a single country who said, hey, I heard what happened over the weekend with the Supreme Court. The deal's off. No, they said, we value our relationship. I'm going to keep this very, very healthy deal for us going. Here's Bessent.
I do want to start with the big question. Will you refund the roughly $134 billion in revenue taken by these emergency tariffs?
Well, Dana, that's not the big question. Let's just level set here. What the Supreme Court did was a very narrow reading of the president's authority under the IEEPA tariffs.
Jodi, you're
Hi.
a resident legal scholar.
Yes.
My understanding about the Supreme Court ruling was that it wasn't particularly narrow. It said Congress has the legal authority, and only Congress.
Are you
has the
level
legal
setting right now? Because I want to make sure you're level setting.
Can we just level set for a minute?
Oh, very good.
The ruling, as I understand it, was they said Congress can pass tariffs, you can't pass tariffs.
Right.
That doesn't seem particularly narrow to me.
No.
Right.
And it's very clear. What's crazy is
Okay, but I want you to cite case law.
is it done?
Well, that's the big question. Oh, that's not the big question.
Big
Is it
question
what done? The
why am I-
tariffs?
why am I
No.
such an asshole?
No, that's what everybody's saying. Like, it's not over. Like, he said you can't do tariffs. So Trump is saying, well, then I'll just do tariffs. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is happening then?
Well, that's why they're sending these like Jennings and Bessent out to basically to lay the groundwork for. Well, he's going to do this Section 122, whatever it is. That gives him 150
Right,
days.
150 days. You were telling me this over the weekend.
Yeah.
You kept telling me 150 days.
How come you guys talk over the weekend, but we don't talk over the weekend?
We're in an edit.
I never get to talk to you guys.
Well, I can't talk to you because you have to crank the phone at your house. Hello.
But talk to me about the 150 days.
He has 150 days to basically do. I think a fairly strict.
That's what this global tariff is.
Correct.
Is that 150
Correct.
days?
So he can do 15% or whatever that number is for 150 days. At the end of that, he can't just do. Well, I'm going to do another 150 days of different tariff. He then has to go to Congress.
And when did that 150 days start?
Presumably when he said, I'm going to institute.
Friday.
Friday.
And is that working days? Do they get
Oh,
do we get
right.
weekends off?
What about
Good
holidays?
question.
Right.
I'm going to assume it's a 7-day-a-week tariff.
Oh.
It seems mean.
That's why.
Unlike
Otherwise,
the-
people would import on Saturdays, and then not.
That's a good idea, Jim.
Oh
the
shit!
Sabbath? On
I
the
gotta go.
Sabbath?
I gotta go.
We have other tariff authorities which have been functioning. Dana, when you say it's a big question, that's bad framing because the Supreme Court didn't even address that. The Supreme Court remanded it down to a lower court.
Sure, they didn't address refunds. That is clearly going to be up to you, which is why
No, Dana, it is not up to me. It is
No,
up
not
to
you, not
it,
you.
It is not up to the administration. It is up to the lower court. Let's just be clear on that.
Okay. Well, the Justice Department told a federal appeals court in this very case last year if tariffs imposed on plaintiffs during these appeals are ultimately held unlawful, then the government will issue refunds to plaintiffs.
Again, I'm not going to get out ahead of the court. We will follow the court's direction, but as I said, that could be weeks or months away. That decision was not rendered on Friday.
She's asking about the refunds, right?
Right.
And he's like,
I'm not going to talk about
So
that.
how are other countries even going to believe
I like
any?
that better because it's a little bit of gump.
How will other countries believe anything that we're doing or saying?
They won't. That's why every other country now hates us.
Yeah, this is the part that I mean, he does a lot of things it gets me angry. But when I think about when he's gone, which won't be soon enough, the thing that really upsets me is not our position in the world, but the way we interact with the world now is so fucked up and so like, why would you trust an American president ever again?
They were a lot of these countries, I feel like, were barely trusting us to begin with
Right.
because we can. And I was going to say this is mostly under Republican administrations, but maybe it's under both. We routinely stab our allies in the back.
Yeah.
We routinely make promises that we then don't fulfill. We did it in Afghanistan. We did it in Kurdistan and Iraq. We did it in Syria. Like everywhere. We did. Trump just did it in Iran.
Yeah.
He's like, if the government fires on you, like we've got your back and we're gonna. But they didn't. They didn't do anything. And now he's threatening to invade, having broken his promise to the Iranian people, who are now going to fucking hate us more than they already hate us. It's just, it's so frustrating because we have an opportunity as the world's wealthiest, most powerful nation to lead by example. And when we do that, good things tend to happen.
Correct.
For 80 years, with a lot of ups and downs, but good things have tended to happen since the end of World War II, with America sort of, representing liberal democracies, representing a rules-based world order, and welcoming people, expanding rights, individual rights, encouraging other nations to expand rights, using soft power, diplomacy to save lives, to further American interests, which are really Western democratic interests if we're when we're at our best. Sometimes American interest just means, fruit companies stealing countries. So when we then break the fragile trust that we already have, at a certain point, and I think that point has already happened, the rest of the world is just going to be like, go fuck yourself. Yeah. And they still have to deal with us because we have more money than anybody else and a bigger military than anybody else. But those alliances, as Carney said in Canada, are gone.
Yeah.
Because of these fucking guys.
Yeah.
They're just...
So I don't care who is in the presidency next. I don't care Pope Leo runs for president. The rest of the world's going to be like, yeah.
We'll believe it when it happens. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. When you see someone like Scott,
I hope Pope Leo runs for president.
One, he speaks English, so that's good.
And he likes Wordle.
He loves Wordle. Weird thing is, never gets it. It's always, he just writes Jesus, Jesus.
Well, sooner or later it will be.
Yeah. It's like, why are the E's in the wrong place? But Scott Bessent, who is a highly successful Wall Streeter, and I see him and I think, oh, the masters of the universe are full of shit.
Yeah.
They're all full of shit. They're just dumb fucks who know how to scam, because that's what he's doing right now.
Hold that thought. During the break, do yourself a favor, hit the join button, become a member. And we're back. Jim, you were saying?
It was a kind of a chock-full weekend in terms of news, right? So the American, what did I say?
Chock-full. I like it.
You said it right. Well,
the American hockey teams, men and women, both won the gold.
Yeah.
But Kash Patel went to I'm assuming flew on
he did.
A State
on the
Department,
Gulfstream, yes.
He
an
did.
FBI. Good. I'm glad I don't want him paying for it.
Just so we're clear.
I don't want him being out of pocket for this.
Because we talked about this last week too, this flight that he was taking, because before the hockey game, there were lots of people that are like, why is he going to Italy? And so they were all saying, oh, he's planned this trip for a really long time and he has business to do there. But you know what you do?
FBI, which doesn't do any international stuff, but he's going to Italy. He's got business
the
there.
FBI does do a lot of international stuff.
They're not. Their enforcement is not. They work with other.
Yes.
Right.
Guys don't fight.
Saying. Well, I don't like when Jim says things that are wrong. Which he generally does.
If you were a huge hockey fan,
which I am,
and your team was playing at a team that you were a fan of was playing at the Olympics, wouldn't you have planned this months ago? Wouldn't this be one of those destination?
Yeah. There was
occasions.
He did
a wedding.
He did not have business in Italy. That's obvious.
What?
Kash Patel doesn't have business in Italy.
And if he
wanted to see the hockey team. Why not just admit it?
He did see the hockey team.
He sure did.
And he happened to pack a hockey jersey with him for his business trip.
Yeah.
He bought it there.
What's he going to sleep in?
FBI Director Kash Patel is facing backlash this morning after celebrating with the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team in the locker room following their gold medal win over Canada. You see there, this is video sent to MS Now by several former FBI and Justice Department officials, and Patel's there with the team, chugging and spraying a drink into the air as one of the players then puts a gold medal around his neck. That celebration is facing scrutiny because the FBI director flew to Milan on the FBI's private jet on taxpayer money on what the agency says was a business trip.
The business of hockey. The business of kicking ass.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care actually. I have no problem.
Why do you like it?
I don't like Kash Patel. I don't have any problem with government officials going to the Olympics and witnessing the team.
So you're happy you paid for this?
It's not that it's that I wouldn't object if Kamala Harris had gone during Biden's administration to the summer games and like partied with the shot putters. Like, I wouldn't have cared. What I care about is that Kash Patel is such a fucking dork.
Yeah.
Like, that's just so upsetting to me.
He's so
what
gross.
a fucking thirsty weirdo he is.
The difference is that Kash Patel is not, well, Kamala Harris or J.D. Vance going to the Olympics is an extension of the president. That makes sense. It makes total sense. Kash Patel going has no
nothing to do with anything.
Is the FBI guy coming? Yeah. Holy fuck. This is big, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to be big.
Right.
They don't send normally this guy, so they really must believe in us.
Yeah, I don't care that he's there. I hope that I do hope that he paid back the flight. I mean, they have to pay like commercial rates, right, for first class trips when they take the.
Is that true?
Yeah, I believe that's right. I could be wrong, but I think that's right.
that's happening?
No, I don't think that's happening.
No.
But it's just like this shit where it's just like, it's just like so upsetting to me. He has nothing to do with these guys.
I didn't see that in the video.
If you keep playing the video, it gets very heated rivalry very quickly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that he's the smallest man in the room.
By far. But, but I mean, those are professional hockey players. They're going to be big.
Yeah.
But just that he shows up into the locker room, dudes he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's drinking their beer.
Yeah.
He's acting like he just scored the game.
Yes.
He has nothing to do with these people.
No.
This is great.
Now, the FBI spokesperson said he was in Europe on official business, happened to go to the game, and then the FBI director himself put out a tweet that said, for the very concerned media, yes, I love America and was extremely humbled. One of my friends, the newly minted gold medal winners on Team USA, invited me into the locker room to celebrate this historic moment. Greatest country on earth and greatest sport on earth.
Oh, is there a hockey game tonight? Who's playing?
By the way, I mean, official was in Milan.
I have to say, and I know this
He's got a
compares.
clothing
He was there for
line. He has a
Fashion
clothing
Week,
line.
yes.
Patel.
Cash does have
Patel
a
clothes.
clothing line. He actually does have
He
a
does,
clothing
yeah,
line. He's such
I
a
know-
gross little toad.
I know many people have compared what's happening in our government to the show Veep, but this is one of the Veepier moments.
Yeah, it is true. That's
it's
true.
just so funny that he is on camera with so much joy.
And here's the weird part. On Veep, even on Veep, this would be cause for alarm. Like in the story, the narrative would be like, what's he doing in Milan? Well, that's not asked. Look.
Yes, Jim?
So Patel, after the maybe overreacting to him winning the gold. I'm sorry. I meant the team winning the gold.
No. I think it was Cash. Cash won.
Okay. Cash won the gold. He then took a beat.
He wore
took
a
beat.
rally cap.
Yeah,
so.
and he has the jersey, so you know he's...
Yeah.
No, he's on the team.
Yeah. So he takes a beat, and he goes, wait a minute. There's someone who wants to talk to all of us.
I tell you what, I just told my people 2 minutes ago, I didn't know they'd be calling. I said, we're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night, and we'll do the White House the next day. We'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys.
Just to be clear, he's inviting the entire hockey team to the State of the Union.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
the best part is watching Patel swig a beer while he's holding the...
But also, they were like, ooh, that sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't look too excited.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, if I was on a gold medal winning team and a president that I liked invited me to the State of the Union, I'd be psyched. I'd be totally psyched.
I don't know. If I were, I don't care who it was. I'd be like, how long do you have to sit?
Right. And I'd also be like, I just won this game. Can I talk to you in a week or a couple weeks? I've got some other stuff going on.
I have to go back to the Olympic Village and fuck.
And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay? But anyway, if you could work that out, I would be honored to have you. I'll introduce you to the whole...
I got it, boss. I got it.
Okay, you got it, Cash.
I'm on it.
Cash is doing it. I'm happy.
I'm fucking on it.
Wow. I'm fucking on it.
I'm fucking on it.
I just want someone to cut his whatever behind his knees, the vein,
Maybe-
the muscles in his knees.
Maybe find Savannah Guthrie's mother then worry about like getting the guys
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
over to D.C. for the State of the Union.
So,
But I've got to invite the women, or
Right.
trust me, I won't hear the end of it.
You know, nobody's been a bigger champion for women's sports than Donald Trump.
and then those dudes just laughing like, "Oh, girls, ew, we're guys in this room. We don't.
It's really crazy.
How
It's
dare
really-
they have a team
By the
that
way-
won?
By the way, in 2026, it's really fucking crazy.
Oh, is it?
And like Trump's
It is
kind of
crazy.
like
Yes,
put
I
out.
know it is crazy, but it's also like it's very telling that he thought it was okay to make that joke on that
Who,
phone
Trump?
call. Yeah.
Oh well, Trump's frozen in time.
Well, that's true.
I'm saying
As
their
Anthony has pointed out.
response. Their response is crazy to me.
Oh,
But to their credit, the women's team did get that invitation.
They did, and they
Yeah.
turned,
And the
and they
women's
turned
team-
it down. I believe.
Yes, they
They
did
were like,
turn it down.
yeah, we got stuff to do.
Today, the House Speaker said he's expecting the men's team to be in attendance. The women's team declined the invitation, citing scheduling conflicts, but a spokesperson for the team said they were, quote, sincerely grateful.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
sure.
they said they were sincerely grateful for the
Yeah,
invitation.
they're women. They're being nice and polite.
Yeah.
And they're just saying, yes, sir.
Scheduling
I'm
conflicts.
sorry, sir. I can't come.
They had to do a fast turnaround because the State of the Union is today.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
I mean-
What do you mean?
By the time this airs, it'll
What do
be
you mean?
last night.
What do you mean a fast turnaround? You mean they have to get them from Italy? Then?
Yeah, because you were saying, oh, yeah, that all happened so fast.
It
Well, it
did,
has to
yeah,
happen
yeah,
fast.
Why didn't the men's hockey team have scheduling things they had to work out?
Did any of you then see the?
They have to get to the dentist.
The reason why AI should be outlawed video.
Yes.
Did you
I
see
have.
this?
I've seen this.
Do you even want to watch it?
Sure.
So this is an AI video that Trump posted. You've probably seen it, of Trump as a member of the U.S. Olympic hockey team
Playing
in his
against
signature
is he
playing against Canada. Yes,
Yeah.
in his signature blue suit, red tie. He's punching Canadians in the face. He's literally punching them repeatedly in the face. He gets sent to the penalty box. He smiles. He takes a swig of water, and that's the end of the video.
And that's something that he posted.
That's right. He posted that.
But or maybe he had one of the people that he gives stuff to,
And
or
then it-
asked them to make stuff for him
Yes.
to post.
And then at the end of the video, in the crowd, you see the crowd cheering, except for there's Obama and Barack Obama and Michelle as apes in the crowd cheering.
I didn't see that part.
I'm sure it's there. But what is there even to say about it? It's like,
well, there was a lot of I think AI kind of stuff over the weekend, because there was also on C-SPAN.
John in Virginia, Republican. Let's hear from you.
Well, this is John Barron, and this is the worst decision you've ever had in your life, practically. Jack's going to agree with me, right? But this is a terrible decision. And you have Hakeem Jeffries, he's a dope, and you have Chuck Schumer, who can't cook a cheeseburger. Of course these people are happy.
What do you think's happening in the control room with them? What the fuck?
They're just like, let it go.
Come on, we only got 5 more minutes on
They're
this
running
segment.
back from the coffee maker.
Yeah, they're high. They're high at C-SPAN.
They're on C-SPAN on a Friday night. They're bored out of their minds.
Of course these people are happy, but true Americans will not be happy. And you have the woman earlier, I assume she's a woman, she's a Democrat, but she said she's disgraced. She's devastated.
All right,
by
John.
this.
We'll go to Chester, who's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
So how long did she let him go?
It was a good...
30 seconds? 40 seconds?
40 seconds.
That's pretty good. It's a good impression.
I like they're going to Chester the Molester in Tennessee.
We got Mike Hunt here in Allentown, PA.
And Harry Balls in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Harry Balls.
You gotta love a phone prank.
Yeah.
I love a phone prank.
The idea, the best thing about C-SPAN is, in C-SPAN's world, which is, let's be honest, is separate from our world, landlines are still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still a thing. C-SPAN issued an
Do you want to read it, Jim?
Sure, why not? Because so many of you are talking about Friday's C-SPAN caller who identified himself as John Barron, We want to put this to rest. It was not the president.
Oh.
Because John Barron is an alter ego that he created in the 80s.
Right, as his PR person.
As a guy from the Trump organization who would call the New York Post and talk about whoever Trump was banging.
And from my understanding, it was like, and he asked Madonna out. She said no.
Is Barron a family name? Is Barron named after Barron?
Barron, I think, is named after John Barron.
Is that true?
I really think that's the case.
Oh, wow. I've never even thought of that. I just thought Barron sounded vaguely Eastern
Royal.
European. Yeah.
I think in his mind it sounds royal.
Yeah, right.
And so he picked John Barron, and then that was still in his head when the kid was born.
Right.
Who apparently is a prick.
If you were to name somebody after your alter ego, what would their name be?
DJ Sandra Bullock.
Which part's the... Is it DJ or Sandra Bullock?
I don't know.
DJ Sandra Bullock fan is my DJ name. Well, and that's my alter ego.
So they say, look, it's John Barron. Those who he identified himself as John Barron, we're going to put this to rest. The call came from a central. This is what I love. A Central Virginia phone number, landline, and came while the president was in a widely covered in-person White House meeting with the governors. Now. Here's the weird part of this. The widely covered in-person White House meeting with the governors happened before the decision.
What? You're right, Jim.
The Supreme Court.
Because he came and he called
him. Oh, you're right.
Wait a second.
I smell conspiracy.
There are UFOs.
This is the best thing that's happened to C-SPAN in years.
Yeah.
Because anytime anything happens on C-SPAN, I think the reaction usually is oh, C-SPAN's still on? Like there's still C-SPAN? And then you find, and yes, and it's great.
That's a good bit. I am now skeptical that it really wasn't him.
Well, there's a couple things.
Well, it definitely wasn't him. I mean, you can hear it wasn't him.
But the one that I was like, oh, this is obviously a performance is Chuck Schumer can't cook a cheeseburger.
That's good. All right. Well.
This was fun.
Have a good week. It was very fun.
It's very weird.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I came in here kind of crabby because I had to fight the snow to get here.
I saw that when I walked in.
The tea hadn't kicked in, all the rest of it, and then sitting here talking to you guys, I feel much better. I'm in a good mood.
Good.
I'm ready to tackle the rest of the week.
Are you ready to play a game?
I am ready to play a game. We got a member of our studio audience standing by. We're going to play a game from the show.
Oh, that's
my
fun.
favorite part of the podcast is getting to talk to somebody.
People love it.
Yeah.
I have to say.
It's fun. Joining me now to play a game on Have I Got News for Your Ears is a member of our studio audience. She is joining us, I believe, from Stamford, Connecticut. Sonal, hi there. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. What do you do there in Stamford?
Well, I work in New York City, so I have to commute, which is why I live in Stamford, but I'm actually from Hamden, Connecticut. But Stamford is great. I mean, it's just like New York. There's a lot to do. There's venues, not a lot of nature areas around where I live in downtown, but as you go towards North Stamford, plenty of nature parks and hiking places.
If anybody is watching who is considering moving to New York City and you're like, I can't afford it. Well, we got Sonal here telling you, move to Stamford. It's a little cheaper. You can take the train in and out, super easy.
Absolutely.
And Stamford has something New York City does not, a cheesecake factory. You can go to the Cheesecake Factory in Stamford. You cannot go to one in Manhattan.
That's true, and there's parking.
And there's
plenty of parking, and you have garages, and it's convenient, much more convenient.
What do you do for work?
I'm an application developer. I work in IT, information technology, and I'm a developer. I'm actually a biochemist by trade, and then I switched over to IT. Well, I was in quality control, and so the concept in IT, I'm still in quality control, but the title changed to application developer recently, but, it's the same role of checking code, pretty much.
You sound very smart.
Interesting.
I hear biochemist, I hear checking code, I hear all these things. I think to myself, yeah, this is a smart person. And so it leads me to conclude that you're going to have no trouble playing our game today. Are you ready?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
I am ready.
Great. This is a game called Lie Curious. I'm going to give you 3 biographical details about a public figure, only one of these details is true. You have to guess which is the truth and which are lies. 3 facts forthcoming about Arizona Senator and former astronaut Mark Kelly. Our facts are: he moisturizes his scalp with olive oil. That's fact 1. Fact 2, he's written 3 children's books about an astronaut mouse named Mousetronaut. And 3, he has a cameo in the 1998 film Armageddon. Which is the truth? Let's talk it through. Number 1, moisturizes his scalp with olive oil. What do you think? You're a biochemist. Would that be good for your scalp?
I mean, it wouldn't offer sunscreen protection.
Right.
Or it wouldn't. If you had hair, I could see somebody applying it to their hair. But if you were bald, that's just applying oil to the regular skin, which I don't know if it has any health benefits. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say it's number 1.
That makes sense to me.
I'm leaning towards number 2.
Number 2, he's written 3 children's books about an astronaut mouse named Mousetronaut. And then, so you're leaning that way. What about he has a cameo in the 1998 film Armageddon? Have you seen Armageddon?
I have not seen Armageddon. I do know it's about space expedition gone wrong, I think.
This is a movie about a group of excavators, and they've got to fly to an asteroid and blow it up before it reaches Earth. And you're saying that doesn't seem like the kind of thing Mark Kelly would be interested in doing?
Right, because he's an astronaut. I feel like that he does for a living. Like, he's an astronaut. So I don't know if he would want to be in a movie that would be about astronauts. I just don't see Mark Kelly being in a film, although I could be wrong. I'm leaning towards number 2 because that's just the way. I mean, I think Mark Kelly loves being an astronaut. I know that he's a big fan of science, and obviously he wouldn't be an astronaut otherwise. I believe he's a true academic, and so I feel like, and also loves children, so I feel like it's number 2. I feel like it's something that he would enjoy doing, writing a book, a children's book about being an astronaut, just to inspire other kids too.
Sonal, I like your reasoning. We're going to go with number 2. Here is the answer. Mark Kelly has written 3 books about an astronaut mouse named Mousetronaut. You got it exactly right. These are the book titles. There's Mousetronaut, Mousetronaut Goes to Mars, and Mousetronaut Saves the World. He says he was inspired to write the series because he's actually spent time in space with mice on past missions, and we have a clip of Mark telling us all about Mousetronaut training.
NASA is sending along some special guests for this flight, and they're training too. See the little guys on the treadmill putting the ball through the hole.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you got it exactly
awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
Sonal, thank you so much for playing Like Curious. Before I let you go, what brought you to a taping of Have I Got News for You in the first place?
Oh my God, I'm such a big fan. With the belly laughs, I roll out laughing hysterically every time I watch Have I Got News for You. And so then I watch the podcast because I'm like, I love this show so much. Let me watch the podcast, Have I Got News for Years. Love that. So I'm like, I need to go to the show because to see it in person is completely different. It's a different experience. It's live. You're with folks that actually are also gung-ho about being there, are super fans. But I am a super fan for life. I love the show. I love the comedians. You're great. Roy Wood Jr. is hilarious. Like literally when I was at the show, my stomach hurt so badly because I was laughing so hysterically out loud. It was a great time. But I'm such a huge fan.
Thank you so much for coming to the taping. I hope you'll come to another one. And thanks for watching the podcast. Thanks for playing the game. I feel like you are now part of our Have I Got News for You family. So Sonal, welcome to the family.
Thank you so much. And I will definitely be to another taping.
Awesome.
Thank you. I love the show. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. And thanks so much for playing. Congratulations. You're a winner. And we're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us on Have I Got News for Your Ears. I'm Michael Ian Black. I want to thank our HIGNFYE fan Sonal for playing our game today. And of course, my co-pilots, Jim Biederman, Jodi Lennon, all of you. We will see you next week for a new episode. Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. Follow us on Apple, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Even better, you can watch the VODCAST on Spotify or on the Have I Got News for You YouTube channel. And while you're there, please follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the HIGNFYE YouTube channel and be sure to click the bell to stay on top of all our great content. Even better, become a member for exclusive content, early access to videos, members-only shoutouts, and more. Click the join button below.